You guys could have told me that the sound wasn't working on this. I did not know that he was playing without sound.
Lucky, there's things that he doesn't know about himself, about his role in the world, but there is about the different things.
He would have told me, I would have.
Alright, okay.
Enemies hit.
Soldier hit me! Return fire!
Rex available. Take cover. You're one shot.
Sort of like
2 minutes remain.
I'm on the scatter shot. So what are some of your personal favorites so far? Of levels? Yeah, we saw damn variety in this trailer alone.
Yeah, so it's funny because some of them are actually still being built right now.
Prowler on me!
One minute left.
Taking fire from a soldier! Drop the knife!
Actually, one of the best moves in the game is Lucky can dive into the ground. He has this kind of unique burrow move. And, you know, for us, it's just one of the signature things you expect in the platform. There's got to be some move you haven't seen before, which just feels so good when you get into it to control it.
30 seconds left.
It's just got this flow to it, it's good when you dive into the ground. Obviously, it's Fox inspired, and you pop out and dive back down, and it's, you know, it lets you go a little bit faster than running, and that's always the key to, I think, some of these races. You just want to sit there and continue to do it. So that's one of the direct inspirations that we pulled from the fact that
even
Lucky's a
from
Fox.
there, yeah, like we even looked at other
10
things
seconds.
too. We very much felt like this was like a dolphin, almost like moving in and out of the water, right? And we wanted to mimic that open up a lot of the areas where burrow really
Base defended.
there's plenty of stuff to dig up under the ground, things to discover, but we never really want to interrupt that flow of you diving in and out of the ground.
Yeah, it almost gives you like two layers of gameplay. You have the stuff that you can see on the surface, and then you have this hidden kind of under the ground layer of secrets and collectibles and things that you can get by using this move.
Right, that's awesome. And how long has this game been in development?
This about 16 months or so now. So, you know, shipping this holiday, it'll be about 16 months.
Was it what
Round
was
four.
sort of the energy like today to
Focus fire on those hunters.
This was such a big day for us and for Lucky. Yeah, I mean, for people to get to meet him in this kind of context at Microsoft press briefing, and for him to debut that way, I mean, it was just, yeah, it was the greatest
This is
thing
why
ever.
we just wanted to share it's these characters in this world with as many people as possible, and this hits to our core and why we're excited about making the game every day. It's just, wow, we really get to kind of open that up even wider and share it with more and more people.
And even, you know, between the press briefing and now, just watching on like some of the initial reactions to the game, it's just wonderful. There's such a warm kind of players who experienced games like this before, and they have this nostalgia, and also just people looking at this and saying, now there's a game I want to buy that I can share with my family.
Well, it's like what we were saying about, you know, 3D platformers. I think there was probably an era where we thought that we would get 100 of them a year,
still working.
and then now we get like 3 or 4, right? And you guys get to be number 4 or 1, whatever it is. So we first saw this character on Oculus, and now like how do you go from like working with a system like that to going like we're working with the Xbox One and, you know, getting you out of VR and on your
Surprisingly, there's a lot of commonality because, you know, that was a cutting edge platform. The Xbox One X now is like the most cutting edge platform. And seeing it running at 4K 60 hertz, it's not like any
Yeah, none of you guys told me that the camera was working on the game.
It's kind of a precision thing like that.
Only want to then have your platformers feel like that.
It's kind of amazing that you guys are making this adorable Fox game on like some of the most powerful.
I know, it's so great.
So have you guys been working with the Xbox One X? Finally just we have. Yeah, I mean, today, right? But you know, Microsoft is just on our toes. So what's it like developing?
Being able to get those dev kits
Only a couple
and kind of
targets
just
left.
deploy the game for the first time and watch it run at 4K and 60 hertz. I mean, you know,
Targets
Microsoft,
eliminated.
there's a lot of hype around the power of this console.
Round
but from our
complete.
standpoint as developers, it's absolutely warranted. I mean,
Level
it's
4
pretty
Rex
hard actually
available.
to pull off just 4K 60 hertz of anything, just like some boxes bouncing around at that. It's a lot of bandwidth, right?
I think that's the sort of great divide between game developers and, you know, consumers like me and people that, you know, journalists. We're just like, make it perfect.
Yes.
Exactly. You guys are like, well, that's hard.
It's hard.
Well, I'm like, well, I don't care. Make it perfect.
It's the opportunity, I think,
Yeah.
and it's peace of mind because when we see it look good
Final
there,
round.
we know it looks good for everybody, and that is the key. It really is that it's helpful for us to develop it that way.
And I think when people look at the Xbox One X and the hardware that it's able and the software it's able to, you know, to work with, you don't think about a game like this. But then there are benefits from that, right? Like, what is something that is sort of immediately...
The thing I love the most about it is that, I mean, for me growing up as a kid, probably for you, one of my favorite things was a new hardware coming out, a new console coming out, and I just couldn't wait for that mascot platform to come with it, right? And that doesn't happen as often anymore, but we get to do that now with this.
Yeah, you open up the box, it smells wonderful, and there's a colorful animal jumping around.
Exactly, it's what you
Or a man with a red hat and a mustache. What kind of platform games do you guys grow
Teammates
up with?
eliminated the Elite Prime.
Of course, all the ones, yes. We're the biggest
Level
fans
5
of,
Rex
you know,
available.
Mario or Sonic or
Banjo-Kazooie.
even some of the...
Teammates eliminated the
there's
Ghost
the-
Marauder.
How about Rocket Robot on Wheels? You remember that? That was a wonderful game.
I mean, we saw you know, Bubsy come back the other day. So
know, I saw that.
now there's like orange feline battles happening in the platform.
This is a
Hunter
weird year.
targets.
It's great. It's a good year.
Thank you guys so much for coming by. I'm super excited for your game, and congrats on the big debut tonight. We've got to take a quick break, so remember, Xbox One just got announced today. The Xbox One X is going to Crackdown 3 and more coming to IGN Live. So keep it continues. In a minute, stick around.
Increased entertainment event of the day is almost here. We've got your all-access pass. IGN live from San Diego. Biggest stars,
Casualties.
IGN.
Teammates fighting the circuit under need backup.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for video games and entertainment. From breaking news and brand new trailers to reviews, let's plays, and the latest tips and tricks. IGN brings you the videos you crave and the you watch. Whether you're on the IGN app, PlayStation, Xbox, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or IGN.com, IGN's got you covered on everything you care about. IGN, the #1 source for video game fans worldwide.
We know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands. It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later to check your personalized feed or check out all the latest reviews. Download it now on iOS or Android. Two friends, one controller. IGN put together turns out Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience friendly to the whole experience via
Circuit
one
Cutter
time.
takedown.
Hyrule becomes a much more dangerous place,
All rounds
and
clear,
friendships
Spartan.
teeter on the edge. Now put together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Well, you know, I have a life from watching movies and playing different games. Whatever they create could kind of force come, you know, as we input things into Need for Speed. It's just a combination of all those elements. You do get out of vehicles, as you saw today, but it's not in the playable form. You know, Need for Speed is about driving cars at speed. That's kind of the core components of it. But you'll have a good variety of stunts and action and heroism, I'd say, as you play through the game. Well, you can expect a very accessible and much deeper customization system. You can also expect to take cars in a wider array after you kind of have them. You can take them into 5 different archetypes. Bottom line is the customization is the big thing for Need for Speed. It's kind of part of the DNA that we have. We found that in the last game we did. Now we're blowing it up. You can also expect to take cars in a wider... Oh yeah, and maybe we can talk about the new thing of derelicts. Basically are old chassis, old classic cars that you have in the game that you can then basically take from scrap to stock to supercar. Bottom line is that you can take them in any direction you want. So it's up to you. Well, so there's an open world, obviously, as you drive around it, and then you have the narrative kind of on top of that. Some of that open world stuff is needed to kind of progress through the game as well. You will eventually, very early in the game, be pitched what is the kind of end thing that you need to do. It depends actually on how you look at this. If you look at it, I'm just going to play through the story only. One, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because you need some of that stuff to do it. But if you do employ good tactics, every playthrough will be different. With racing seemed to get more energy with all the different games coming out this year. It still seemed to be kind of like a lot of the same in aspects of what they've become. We now have kind of find the formula for Need for Speed in terms of go in action. It's really great to see, and I think it's going to be a game that a lot of people would like.
Come on, load, damn it. Taking forever. Oh, shit.
What's up, everybody? James Duggan with IGN Access here at EA Play at E3 2017. A couple of our IGN editors got to go hands-on to a really interesting game called A Way Out. It's kind of a cooperative narrative game, so let's wrangle them up and see what they thought. What? Who's it?
Yes, it is split screen all the time. 2 players are required, either couch co-op or online, and you can always see what the other person is
Suit up, Spartans. This is Warzone Firefight.
I think that's the really cool part. You want
You're the last boots on the ground.
agree on, and I think the moments when you disagree
Fight through
are
rounds of
really
increasing
fun.
difficulty.
always in a dynamic split screen. Sometimes
Round
it'll be
1.
3/4 one side and 1/4 the
Eliminate
other.
all grunt, Spartan.
Sometimes it adds a real cinematic flair to the game.
The pace and the transition is really awesome. The creator actually has a filmmaking background. So I feel like people are super into when filmmakers make games. You see it as like these techniques come through and everything from like the pacing to the transitions.
Vincent and Leo are now in the laundry room. Your goal is to sort the sheets using the laundry room.
The idea of these 2 characters constantly escaping together so they have some form
Fuck are all of them?
like each other.
They seem to be very dissonant with their personalities, of, like how they like to handle things. Like one person's like, let's not cause a scene, we need to lay low. The other guy's like, no, just do it real quick, guns blazing, let's go. And I'm like, what he said.
We need a lot.
You aren't supposed to play this game to want the character you're playing with. Apparently, playing through this, you're going to get so attached to the character that you're playing that you're only going to feel connected to them, which I think is a really interesting concept.
But people who are actually playing have to kind of discuss this like this choice that they're gonna make, and you can kind of put yourself into the shoes of the characters themselves.
Build the grunt. Contact. Hostile 5.
Was this is while the bank robbery is happening. One player is someone at the gas station, and if the other player doesn't get there quick enough, it's going to be game over. So the idea that you constantly have to be aware of your surroundings as well as your friends' surroundings in order to get through the game seems really cool. There seems to be a lot of thought put into every moment, every decision that happens in the game, and that's the kind of thing I really want to see how it plays out over the course of the entire thing.
So that's what our editorial team thought of a way out. For more on a way out and all things E3 2017, keep it right here on a throwing grenade. Crack one. Fire from the front. Got a grunt targeting me. I'm hit. Get rid of that grunt.
Only a couple targets left. Targets eliminated. Round complete. Level 2 Rex available.
Oh, fuck. There it is.
Red confirmed.
Shit.
Round 2. Respawn timer increased. Protect the Forerunner core, Spartans.
Headshot. Kill confirmed. Headshot for the kill.
Damn, no one wants to get on. Fuck.
Taking fire from a crawler. Hostile fire. Contact. Hostile fire.
Hostiles are damaging the target.
Shields up. Good to go. Crawler got a shot in. Eliminated. Soldier hit. Third fire. Soldier down. Soldier hit me. Return fire. Down them. Taking fire from the pistol. Here. One out. Crawler's down.
Damn, that was pretty fast in every goddamn direction.
Took out a crawler. Contact. Hostile down. Hostile fire. Crawler got a shot at me. Let's go. Damage from the crawler. Soldier hit me. Fire. Soldier's dead. Crawler's targeting me.
2 minutes remain. Red confirmed. Only a couple targets left. Forerunner core protected.
Damage from the crawler. Got them.
Round
Good work.
complete. Incoming Promethean threat.
Damn it.
Has been killed.
Level 4 Rex available. Teammates eliminated the recon pilot.
Oh, you
Round
bitch.
complete.
Shields are full. Incineration cannon's mine.
Round 4. Incoming Prometheans. Promethean hostiles in the area.
Soldiers targeting me.
Damn, right. Out of ammo. You're not. Hide.
Taking damage from their man. Soldiers gonna be in his
The
suck.
reaction was, oh my god. It's just amazing. Graphics were phenomenal. Gameplay was just action-packed. It was just everything
Red
I was
confirmed.
hoping for.
I feel like the space battles could be more broad, though. They could have been just a little bit more intense.
I love using the heavy weapons a lot. It was a pretty intense firefight. I saw Ray from The Force Awakens. I definitely saw Darth Maul a few times. It was pretty exhilarating. I was a little scared, honestly.
Man, it's almost dropping. Taking fire from stars. It's better than
Fuck. Wait time keeps on getting fucking longer and longer.
From what I saw, the vehicles are very useful. We had a lot of stormtroopers trying to take us down from the sky. That's very much going to be something you're going to have to watch out for in the game.
Teammates eliminated a soldier operative.
Got him.
Round complete.
Executed up.
The prequels are an amazing era, actually. People love it. Our fans have been asking for it for so long. They're like, please, take us to the prequels. Let's play with the clone army or droids. And also, it was, you know, for a lot of our fans, it's actually an entry point for a certain age range where, you know, they started with the prequels. So we really want to do them justice, you know, and we've just shown that here with on
through with our assault and fleet, we can make
Final round. Red confirmed. Incoming Covenant detected. Teammates eliminated the Banshee Raider. Level 6 Rex available. Covenant hostiles in the area.
Fuck. Shit.
Having that strategic team play oriented.
Teammates eliminated the Elite Ultra.
Your battle group go in and try to strategize when we attack the enemy.
So, my last question for each of you, I would love to hear what you think on this. Can you describe
Fuck.
On that elite.
Sandbox, that kind of dice multiplayer that we've seen in Battlefield that we are able to bring into Battlefront also with Star Wars. Obviously, we are just getting warmed up with Star Wars Battlefront 2 here in EA 2017. Much more on Star Wars Battlefront 2 right here.
The biggest entertainment event of the year is almost here, and we've got your all-access pass. IGN live from San Diego Comic-Con. World premiere trailers and breaking news as it happens. The biggest stars and the world's best cosplay. IGN live from Comic-Con. Coverage starts July 19th.
Two friends, one controller. IGN's Link Together turns Zelda Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience where Link is controlled by two players via splitting the Joy-Cons. Hyrule becomes a much more dangerous place, and friendships teeter on the edge. Check out Link Together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for video games and entertainment. From breaking news and brand new trailers to reviews, let's plays, and the latest tips and tricks. IGN brings you the videos you crave everywhere you watch. Whether you're on the IGN app, PlayStation, Xbox, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or IGN.com, IGN's got you covered on everything you care about. IGN, the #1 source for video game fans worldwide.
Did you know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands? It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later, check your personalized
Teammates
or check
eliminated a
out all
boss.
the latest reviews. Download it now
All
on the
rounds clear,
iOS or
Spartan.
Android App
Simulation
Store.
complete.
Welcome back to IGN Live at E3. I'm David Hatfield, and joining me is Marty Sleva because we are going to talk State of Decay 2 with Jeff Strain. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Lay it on us. Big reveal of State of Decay 2 at the Microsoft conference today.
Yeah, the reveal of the first in-game gameplay footage, yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew this was coming, but this is our first really good look at the game, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, because we got the announcement last year at the show, right? And then I think we exclusively debuted some sort of in-game concept art from earlier on in the year, but this was a full-fledged, 5.5 minutes of what we're going to be doing in State of Decay 2.
Yeah, the message this year is, hey, the game is real, it's coming together, we still have a ways to go.
Sure.
But, so many people are asking about it that we just, we felt like we really wanted to just
That's
get out
so
there and show
stupid.
it.
You can get banned.
Yeah, this thing's coming. It's looking good. It's coming together,
bit.
and the team's excited.
Yeah. I mean, I think both of us were huge fans of, State of Decay 1 back in 2013. Was that right?
Yeah, summer of 2013. I know.
We're all getting very old. So what's the, the biggest change seemingly that you guys have been sort of promoting is the fact that this is now multiplayer.
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the biggest changes. What we did was we looked at the original game. The success of that game really took us by surprise. We'd hoped people would like it, but it just really kind of exceeded our wildest hopes, right?
Yeah.
So we were able to look at it and say, why do people resonate with this game? What do they like? What do they want to see in a sequel? And kind of put aside our preconceived notions about what that should be. And so State of Decay 2 is very much a reflection of what people have asked for and what they've hoped for. Very specifically, it's bigger, badder, bolder. We are deepening the simulation systems. There were a couple hundred character traits in the first. There are over 1,000 combinatoric traits in this one, so a wide range of survivor characters, and they have a direct impact on the simulation in a much more meaningful way than in the original game. Base building options are greatly expanded. The physical size of the world is obviously much larger, and of course, we are putting a lot of time and energy into making the overall experience a lot more smooth. And then yes, add on top of all of that the #1 most requested feature, which was of course co-op multiplayer.
Yeah. I feel like back in 2013, there weren't a ton of games, especially in the console front, that did the sort of base building, crafting, survival aspects. Cut to 4 years later, like that seems like you guys were sort of ahead of the curve when it comes to that.
Yeah, I think so, and still to this day a little bit, right? You just look at the Xbox briefing today, some just beautiful, jaw-dropping games, right? Just amazing experiences. Like as a gamer, I was sitting there really excited. State of Decay 2 is still a little bit of a different drumbeat, right? It's not. You don't find a lot of console games that are focused on that kind of simulation and strategy and kind of depth of the quieter, calmer experience.
And eliminate enemy Spartans to earn points.
The core game mechanic and goal remain the same, which is to survive and hopefully thrive in this post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, very much so. I think that
eliminate them to secure our home base.
The zombie genre is crowded.
Those Marines, Spartan.
When we announced the game, a lot of, hey, does the world really need another zombie game? And our thought was, well, yeah, it does, because to us, there are some fantastic zombie that survival fantasy experience
Home base secure. Lockdown disabled.
I think
New objectives are online.
Was a good swing at that, especially for the size of team and resources we had. With State of Decay 2, we're able to take that a lot further. And especially as we look at this and think about what the future could hold, it's always getting closer and closer.
Positive hit. Firing on me.
What does that look like now when you started?
That elite got a piece of me.
What's that like?
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about, what is true to the nature of the game. What's not true to the nature of the game is a big PvP slaughterfest, right? There are some games out there that have permadeath that do a great job of, putting you in that kind of high-risk scenario. But that's not what the game is about. The game is about humans working together cooperatively.
East Armory recaptured.
And when we listen to our players, that's what we actually so we
enemy captured the West Armory.
That's great for you. Your friends, and also encourage
teammates are falling to the Hunter Elders and need assistance. Hunter Elder takedown. Level 3 Rex available.
And there's the flare system, which is anytime you're playing and you're in over your head and you need help, shoot your flare, and it will notify anybody who's registered in the game world to be a volunteer, right? And let them know that you need help, and then somebody can jump in and help you in your game.
Ooh, I love that.
Do you have a limited number of flares, or just one based on a time system that regenerates?
I don't know the answer to that. We've got it in and working. We don't know what the constraints on it are yet.
And I don't think, I can't think this about talking about...
Zealot Assassin in the passage.
Obviously, officially, top party today. What excites you about
Zealot
that?
Assassin in the caves.
How it is... see your vision of the game.
But
damn it.
For developers, especially smaller developers like us, it's a bit of a kiss curse, because it's we want to be able to show the game in the highest graphical fidelity and with all the bells and whistles turned on. But traditionally, with a new console release, you'd be facing a much smaller addressable audience, and that's tough for a
Rec confirmed.
To have to make that choice. With Xbox One X, because it is a family of consoles, it makes that a lot easier to decide. Now we can just focus on projects. We're building in a memory scheme so that we're taking advantage of that.
The Zealot Assassin is cutting through our Spartans.
Which is, of course, full 4K.
In the trailer today,
hostile shotty in the field.
captured. Enemy eliminated the Zealot Assassin.
Damn it. Nearly had it.
The first game you mentioned earlier had those really interesting sort of personal traits and stats that, it was math behind the curtains, but I feel like
Teammates eliminated the Zealot Assassin.
movies and zombie fiction,
Level 4 ranks available.
the post-apocalyptic world is
is that, as you point out, there are a lot of different ways to solve problems, some of them very practical, some of them very...
Enemy eliminated the Elite Ultra.
I think I just walked right. Damn it. Blew up.
It's just there's so many more options that it gives us as game designers where we don't have to kind of group people together beforehand. And so you log on to play, and you notice that when everybody's playing, you just hop right in his game and play with him. He can hop right in yours and play with you. Anything that you want.
Incoming Covenant at the beach.
Your character. And so, we just want to make it easy to see what's going to
ramifications of what you've done in the past with the NPCs in the world. When I hop back into my game, I have everything that I did in your game, so I'm able to carry my progress over.
That's right, gotcha.
Sounds super interesting. State of Decay 2 is coming to Xbox One in spring 2018. That's correct.
Tankmaster rocks in a wraith on the beach.
Return fire on that elite!
Fuck.
Experience where Link is controlled by two players via splitting the Joy-Cons. Hyrule becomes a much more dangerous place, and friendships teeter on the edge. Check out Link Together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
IGN is the world's #1 media brand for video games and entertainment. From breaking news and brand new trailers to reviews, let's plays, and the latest tips and tricks. IGN brings you the videos you crave everywhere you watch. Whether you're on
Enemy eliminated Tankmaster rocks.
God damn it.
We've lost the lead.
Snuck up behind me.
IGN's got you covered on everything you care about. IGN, the #1 source for video game fans worldwide.
Wreck confirmed.
I don't know why my Warhawk doesn't have any guns on it. You got a reason? You want to tell me? You want an answer? Sorry. I wonder if you have to upgrade it to the package.
Incoming Covenant near the crags.
Fuck.
Exclusives on
on display during the Microsoft press conference was Crackdown 3. Ryan is here with you.
Enemy captured the Spire.
Orbs and explosions with Clint and Garrett.
Wreck confirmed.
Orbs and explosions is a very reductive way to describe the game you guys are working on. But that's just a small part of this massive new landscape you guys have built that we will hopefully just get to destroy. So what's going on with Crackdown 3?
Getting roughed up!
Oh, fuck.
November 7th, and Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, what was it like working with that man?
So Terry had reached out to us. You know, he's a huge gamer. He loves games, and he had reached out to us. Other than in terms of obviously, he looks like an agent. He is an agent.
I imagine he didn't call you.
Stay tuned. That's awesome. But he's so big and so intense that when we were shooting that piece, when he was flexing and getting intense, he would literally break the suit. Parts would flip up, and people had to come out and glue it back down. And
you should see
it.
the outtakes. The outtakes are something else. They don't make my body break through mirrors. I've never met.
Hello.
Guys, I'm curious. It's a common refrain I've seen on social media today. I don't know if you guys are reflecting. Everybody's excited for Crackdown 3. We haven't seen it in a couple of years. And I actually just talked to Phil Spencer about this, but I'm glad you're here. We didn't really get a
Enemy eliminated the Ghost Marauder.
an extended segment of the game, or really get to see the destruction, which is the signature feature of the game. Is it a case where, you know, is it just not quite as far along yet, or I'm just kind of curious of the thought process behind what we did show today versus, you know, what we've all been sort of excited about with the game.
So when it comes to the campaign side of the game, that is for the show this week. Discussions with
fucking hell.
And the multiplayer side of the game, which is where we're going to be featuring the cloud-based destruction.
I don't like this one very much.
Our campaign this time because no one had seen the campaign at all. So we'll be talking more about the destruction on the multiplayer side of the game later on.
That answers that
Not
question.
getting into it.
That's good to hear. I'm a huge fan of this sort of insane over-the-top cel-shaded art style. I think that like Crackdown always had it to a degree, but it seems like it's really leaning into it this time.
Yeah,
How did you guys decide to make this game almost even more comic booky?
The art style goes with the style of the game.
Bullshit.
You know, the whole game's about zero to hero. You start off as a you know a pretty weak average kind of cop, and then you end up as this superhero who can jump over buildings and stuff like that. So the game's light. The game's meant to be fun. So the art
Because
style
I fucking went idle for a little bit. I got banned from playing Soul.
Is there like a lot of ambition on the dev side where you have someone say, I want to put this in this game, and you're like, well, yeah, that's ridiculous and over the top. Sure. I imagine you don't say no often.
No.
So,
except for right there.
So one of the things you'll see that you can actually find in the hands-on demo is a weapon we call the Singularity weapon. You fire it, it sucks everything in, everything that's physical in the world. So cars, props, all of it. And we just kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it further and further and further because we wanted the explosions to be larger, one of those things flying through the air, and then we wanted that to scale with your level.
Yeah.
We want you to feel like as a level 5 agent, you're just a machine of mayhem.
It's an interesting challenge for our designers because it's all about being massively OP. So you want to be an absolute god when you reach level 5. So yeah, you want to tune it up and make it massively overpowered towards the end.
I've got so many questions for you guys. I want to know, you know, I think everyone's sort of agreed to kind of like forget about Crackdown 2. So is this a direct continuation of Crackdown 1? Because, and I asked that because the sort of twist ending of Crackdown 1 was so great. I mean, there's sort of statute of limitations at this point, but does the I won't ruin it.
Yep.
Does the narrator from Crackdown 1 factor into, you know, is the narrator in Crackdown 3? Let's start
Suit
there.
up, Spartans. This is Warzone Firefight.
The voice of the agency.
Excellent.
You're the last boots on the ground.
You'll hear him on the show floor demo.
Fight through rounds of increasing difficulty.
That's excellent.
Round 1. Incoming Covenant threat.
So the cloud stuff is really multiplayer. Destruction goes to end the campaign.
Covenant drop imminent.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there'll still be plenty of destruction. One of the reasons why we didn't want to do the cloud-based stuff in campaign is we wanted it to be able to be played offline. So people, you know, there was a lot of discussion about that at the beginnings of Xbox One and all that sort of thing. So we listened to that and made sure that the game can be playable completely offline. But you're still going to get plenty of destruction. You can blow up like huge quarry machinery, plant machinery, great big destructible chemicals and stuff like that. So
Finish off an elite!
Shields recharged. Target's damaged. Got a hunter all over me.
Teammates are falling to the
Got me
Covenant.
in sight.
Got a hunter on me!
That's a headshot. Taking damage. Elite firing on me. Hunter almost dropped me. Got a jackal on me. Return fire.
I'll show you where it is, but there's all sorts of things. The micro missile launcher is a pretty good one. It's a machine gun that fires rockets instead of bullets. So it's just a rapid fire machine gun that just goes.
Can you still specialize like Crackdown 1 in sort of, you know, the driving,
Absolutely. So all skills are exactly the same as the original game. So you've got firearms, you've got explosives, you've got agility, strength, driving, control.
Turning the mic off every so often so you guys can actually hear the fucking video and the gameplay too.
I want this agent to jump. It's too much.
All of our designers, they used to go to the building.
Level 2 Rex available.
I'm hit! Enemy hunter!
Hunter takedown. 2 minutes remain. Hunter takedown. Round complete.
Team playing the original co-op.
Level 3 Rex available.
Finding different ways to break it. That's one of the things that's so interesting about Crackdown is the entire city was available from the beginning. You could go after any boss you wanted. The game never limits the player in any way. So
No mission failed in this game. You can't walk out the mission area. All the missions are open from the very start. So you can go straight over to the Kingpin and try and kick his ass. That's all you
could do that in the first one, right?
You totally could, yeah.
You just really couldn't.
And it was really interesting that not many
Round
players picked
2.
up on that. And it was a really cool feature.
Respawn timer increased.
We've taken that back, so you can go anywhere with all the missions.
Incoming Covenant.
You can go try taking on the Kingpin right from the beginning if you want to.
So my all-time favorite Xbox achievement is the two
Hunter targets.
combo of
Taking fire! Enemy elite!
Some surprise for November.
They're here.
They're here.
I have to ask everything.
Guys, thank you so much for coming by. Crackdown 3's
Enemy going loud.
we're going to be looking at stuff all week long.
Enemy elite firing on me. Recharging threat. Elite firing. Hostile going loud.
Kept on fucking running into me. Fuck off.
Tossing a grenade. Positive hit.
Teammates are falling to the Covenant.
Throwing one out. This hunter's all over. I can't take the hunter.
Hunter takedown. Round complete.
Finally.
Level 4 Rex available.
Together turn Zelda Breath of the Wild into a co-op experience where Link is controlled by 2 players via splitting the Joy-Cons. Hyrule becomes a much more dangerous place, and friendship will be on the edge. Check out Link Together Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Did you know that IGN has an app that gives you all the tools you love right in the palm of your hands? It's fast, and you can save videos and articles for later, check your personalized feed,
Round
or check
3.
out all the latest reviews. Download it now.
Protect the Forerunner core, Spartans. Red confirmed.
Watch it! Headshot!
Hostiles are damaging the target.
Nice work on the crawler!
Nailed it with my glove.
How are these guys being on a
Surge.
Red confirmed.
How do you obtain side quests?
Yeah, so we
Scattershot took a friendly out!
Only a couple targets left.
God damn, that's a lot of
Level
enemies.
5 Rex available. Target at 75%.
Got a soldier on me.
Damn.
Forerunner core protected. Round complete.
will build into your reputation and on your quest to kind of become a pirate legend. So yes, so that's where we're going with that.
When we first started hearing about this game, I was like, you know, that's not like that really mascot platformer. It's not collectathon. It doesn't feel like classic rarity. And then today we saw underwater swimming with barrels and this shark, and I was like, okay, that's the rare that I know and love.
Round 4.
What was it like to sort of bring this into
Focus on those knights, Spartan.
Oh, fucking running into me with the fucking vehicle. Pissing me the fuck off. Ugh.
We're developing it with players, right? So this is the special thing about Sea of Thieves. So right now, we have tens of thousands of players in our technical alpha who are playing at home. So they're going to be playing this at home.
Red confirmed.
I'm
very jealous of all of them.
Yeah. Sign up for the Insider program and you get a chance to play because we're constantly growing, constantly in, like, testing these features and testing stuff as it goes in, and taking feedback from people and tuning a
Red confirmed
around like the frequency of ship encounters in the world or skeleton difficulty and all of these types of things. And we're looking at what our players want the most as well, and then looking at our roadmap and looking at what we want to prioritize and what we want to bring in. So I guess I went there because I think it's important just to understand what's so special about this. We've already got an amazing community around this game. Took them down.
Targets left.
Like a big rare superman. When he first went full damage into it, he was just testing it out, and because they weren't quite after him.
Man, this fucker does not want to fucking die.
Targets eliminated. Round complete. Level 7 Rex available.
Finally.
But we're monitoring this kind of behavior with our players and seeing how well our mechanics and our game design encourages people to behave in the right way. Because it's a pirate game, right? But what we're going to be doing with our community as well, they've actually created a kind of a code on the forum for how people should.
Final round.
Includes no swearing.
Hostile Knights.
Where the hell is this guy going?
People do to kill others, and like I think that the onus is on us to make sure that we design the game in the right way so that all of those behaviours can happen. So it's on us, I think, to I'd rather encourage people to in a kind of system that punishes them. Sure. But we are going to have like a true sort of system in terms of how because there are some
what the fuck?
My favorite moment of the time that we played it was basically we were in a ship battle with another ship, and one of our crew members got onto their ship and took over their steering wheel and didn't get off, so we just couldn't steer. It was amazing. We were like right in the middle of this hectic battle, cannons flying, and we're just holding the steering wheel so they got close.
Their ship I jumped on board. I was like, I'm gonna join them now.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my own shit now.
Teammates eliminated a night target.
And in that early build last year, it was kind of like
incoming Promethean threat.
Consciously said, let's take the gun out because like we don't want it to be too combat focused. We want it to be like you should. If you're just on the ship, you're like, yeah, let's take some gun, let's play some instruments, let's have some fun. And
it's Warden Eternal.
You have those tools, so that kind of behavior.
Red confirmed. Simulation complete. Level 9 Rex available.
Tool. Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Tool of the sea. But I mean, when that guy jumped in the water there, like, what was the best case scenario? That he swims to the boat that's going 100
Well, he
miles
was
an
trying
hour?
to land on the boat, you see, like, that's the thing, like, because the boat he was on was sinking, right? And,
Didn't do too bad on this one. Came in 4th.
Like, but that's the beauty. All of these things happen, and
Wasn't
I've just
but-
come here now. We straight after the E3 briefing, we actually did like about a 50-minute long co-stream on Mixer. So like me, myself, and 3 other kind of video creators just were playing the game, this build, all the features, and it was absolute chaos. And there were so many amazing stories and moments happened in it. And
It seems like there's just a lot of opportunity for singular set pieces. So as someone who's played a lot of
Alright, I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna start recording my next video in a couple of minutes. I need to go use the head. Okay. I'll be back.
So this was
See ya.
early on, like, even this was in the
Peace.
prototype.